All right, good morning. Many of you are going to recognize this Jeep as Tommy's Jeep from the Fast Lane Car video series, and the fact that it was sold 3 years ago, or almost 3 years ago, on Bring a Trailer. And it was sold to a fellow in California. He used it for one long trip up to Oregon, camping trip that went for several weeks. Came home, used it for a while, and then decided to replace it with a diaper bag and a newborn child. So anyway, the details on this Jeep are outstanding. You look at the fender flares, everything is original here. Fender flares, point out this little bit, this is tape right on there, it's all factory. The rocker panel moldings there are all original and excellent condition. Right there you might see a little bit of a blim right there on the fender flare. Coming back up, all the glass, the windshield, everything is correct, everything works, except the antenna. And moving right around, oops, we got a little bit of a, that could be polished out, I'm sure. I might do that. So, and the rear hatch opens nicely. I put new supports in it a short time ago. It's never been abused, as you can see inside. It's just factory fresh practically. It's like a time capsule. Trailer hitch was installed shortly after he purchased the vehicle, as were front and center and gas tank skid plates. Though I don't think this fellow ever went four-wheeling unless it was up skiing. This bumper corner was crushed when I got it. I replaced it, and but you can see a slight dent that occurred at the time of that little incident. I didn't do anything about that. I didn't want to mess with repaint. Strangely enough, in this tape here, you can still see some factory markings on there, if I like a part number or something. Strange. Original wheels and tires, original wheels. Michelin tires have about 8,000 miles. And I can't explain why it has an odd wheel. I suspect maybe it came with the miniature wheel, and then the owner opted to put a full-size wheel on it, which was probably a smart move. Clear coat on this is excellent, as is the factory striping. We go up above, and you can see from the top there's no peeling, no discoloring of any kind. This has always been garaged from new. Hoping not too fast here. There's a little interesting tag from the Boulder Mountain Parks, Boulder, Colorado. He purchased it at Pro Jeep Eagle in Thornton, Colorado. Had it serviced there until his demise sometime around 2004. The vehicle in set for quite some time until the family finally decided to let it go in 2017. There has been quite a bit of maintenance work done to it, just to changing fluids and shock absorbers and items such as that, just to bring it up to speed. And I drove this from Los Angeles to Denver. My brother rode with me, was so impressed he went out and bought a Jeep Cherokee a few weeks later. And we drove all the way from LA to Denver, 75, 80 miles an hour most of the way. Cruises straight down the highway. Cruise control works, AC works, heater works, and just no overheating problems whatsoever. And it was fairly warm going across the desert. Well, I hope that answers most of the questions we have here, and I'll move on.